I'm Rob Sparrow, and I'm here with UC Irvine women's soccer coach Scott Juniper. Here after going into his 11th season at the helm of the Anteaters and coming off a very successful 2016 campaign, winning 13 games and advancing to the Big West Tournament Final. And obviously the goal for this next year is to better your results from last year. Coach, how do you plan on doing that with this team?
Well, we've got a lot of returners. We've got a lot of experience coming back, so I think we're going to lean on them a lot. It's not as much teaching this preseason, so most of them can hit the ground running. They know what to expect, and we have a good idea of what we can expect out of them. So we're able to push them really, really hard. And I think 9 of our starting 11 from the championship game last year are coming back. Mm-hmm. So they're all back and look like they're in shape. They're working hard. So we should look fairly familiar out there.
Excellent. Now, every year you seem to put together a pretty challenging schedule. You kick off the season with the current national champions. Talk about that matchup.
We're always looking to do that. And honestly, our schedule is a representation of, the teams that are prepared to call us back and schedule a game. We start from the number one team in the rankings, and we kind of work our way down until we build the schedule out. That's kind of how we go about it. But playing the national champions is exciting. We played them in the spring, and we led that game for about 65 minutes. Took a couple goals in the middle of the second half and ultimately lost the game. But our players won't go into that game with any trepidation, any fear. They understand that if we prepare right, we're in a position to get a win there.
You also have some high-tier Pac-12 as well as some formidable opponents coming in. Talk about some of those opponents that are going to be playing here at Anteater Stadium.
Yeah, we try not to get too far ahead of ourselves, but we do travel to Cal for the opening game. It's been a while since we've been up there. I remember taking a team there when they had Alex Morgan on the team. We had the likes of Coco Goodson and Ma Rodriguez, and we came out with a tie. And we were disappointed not to win that game. So that's kind of our most recent memory there. And we go to Arizona, so we're on the road there. Mm-hmm. And again, Ma Rodriguez comes to mind. She was a freshman when we went there. That was our first ever Pac-12 victory back in 2008. So we're going back again, and we're excited for that one. And then Portland, I think, are the first team to visit us here at Anteater Stadium. And we've played them a few times over the last few years, and every game's been different. We've got the victory, and we lost narrowly last time we played them. So I think we'll be better prepared for them. We have a weekend where we bring in Penn and Toledo for a tournament here at Anteater Stadium. So that's Labor Day weekend, which is going to be exciting. They both play our neighbours up the street, UC Riverside, that weekend. The San Francisco one will be fun. Our men play San Francisco the same day, so it's kind of a double header against San Francisco. But we love to bring in teams that are highly competitive, but it's also fun to play lots of different teams with different styles. So I think all of them would be fun for the fans to see. That kind of rounds out our home schedule, non-conference at least. Right. We have Long Beach State coming here, and obviously there's a big rivalry for us. Mm-hmm. We're looking forward to that game because we didn't get the result we wanted in the last game of the season. So they come here. We've got UC Davis, Riverside, and Cal State Fullerton will be here right at the end of the year. And again, same scenario, all very competitive games, but very different styles. You have to prepare in a different way for each of those teams. So they'll all be better than they were last year, that's for sure. Every team in the Big West Conference is getting better. We better be ready.
Excellent. Well, let's talk about your roster now of your team and what the composure is of it. You've got a lot of key contributors who drove an offense. You also had a pretty solid defense. In fact, you're considered one of the best in the conference. Can the fans expect more of the same? And what's coach's take on your team of the key contributors this year?
Yeah, it's really difficult. So, to pick out the individuals that we think are going to be some highlighted players, because this, of course, is the time of year where we're building a team, and it's really about every single contributor. And the ones that never show up on the stat sheet are actually equal contributors around the foundations of the team. That being said, of course, Kiana Palacios is our first player ever as an undergrad to go and play for a national team. She's played twice now and started for Mexico. She'll feature in the attacking half of the team for us for sure. Whether it's as a forward or a midfield player, we'll surely mix that up. We've got a fifth-year returner, Noelle Baham, big goal scorer for us. She had a great year last year. She prepared very well over the summer. She looks like she's sharp and ready to go. The midfield will probably be seeing players like Jessica Miklat come back after an outstanding freshman year where she played 20 games. And she'll be looking to either play wide or centrally behind the front two. Lilian Dino's back. And then anchoring that midfield, Grayson Galbraith, who's a senior returner. This will be her final season. And she's really established herself as a really rock star number 6 there right in front of the back four. And then to fill up the spine of the team, we have Andrea Menson coming back, and she started for us last year. And then we've got to find a partner for her in the centre of the back four. And Aaliyah Kelly is projected as a starter there. She's still got some work to do, but she was injured last year. We missed her in a big way, and she currently is the likely starter there. And that gives us the spine of the team. And behind them, the goalkeeper Maddie Newsom, a freshman who played every single game last year. Great stats, made some really big-time saves. And again, just like Jess, she's going to be looking to build on her freshman year. So that's kind of the spine of the team.
Well, speaking of freshmen, do you have any potential newcomers who could impact your team?
Yeah, they've all got a chance. They've all got a chance. And what we've learned about freshmen is not to make big decisions too soon. Because sometimes a freshman that might not impact in the first few days are able to continue developing and really make their impact late in the season. Sid Carr, as a forward, recently got back from a camp with our U19 national team. And she is a player who athletically is going to cause people a lot of problems. And then Claire Grauwinkle made her debut with the Irish national team at the under-19 level just this summer. A very different type of athlete. She's a lot smaller. She looks like a freshman, but plays like a senior. I mean, she's our leading goal scorer so far in preseason. She gets goals in ways that no one else can. She harasses the ball. She puts pressure on defenders, and she can score the pretty goals or the ugly goals. So I think those two at the moment look like they're most likely to get minutes early on. But who knows? We've got a lot of other freshmen too.
Well, scoring's always a good thing. So, hey, I'm here with UCI women's soccer coach Scott Juniper here. We're getting ready to kick off 2017. Thanks for taking time with us.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.